Greetings and welcome to Stellaris, a game in which we shall create a star empire that shall be born upon but a single world and spread to the far corners of the galaxy. At least, that's what we hope. Along the way, we will no doubt encounter many strange new worlds, new life, new civilizations, where we will boldly subjugate them and make them servants to our mighty wizarding will. Or possibly we'll just make friends with them and or investigate scientifically all of the wonders and mysteries that the galaxy has to offer. All of these things are possible in Stellaris. So let's get started, shall we? New game! I have created the Union of Wizards, who are a new race in the galaxy. They're kind of humans. I mean, they certainly look human. Look, there is Wilberforce Weird, the ultimate Grand Poobah, ruler of the Union of Wizards. It is, unfortunately, a bit of a despotic hegemony. The government is a materialistic form of autocracy, where citizens are viewed as little more than cogs in the state machinery. Efficiency and technological/wizarding progress are valued above all things, especially by old Wilberforce Weird here, the Grand Master and Lord of all Wizards. It gives us a plus 5% research speed and survey speed plus 10%, which are pretty good bonuses, right? So, I mean, a little bit of despotic hegemonizing of your populace can't be all bad, can it? Surely not. I'm sure it'll be fine. We are xenophiles, which is to say that we are intrigued by alien life and want to learn more. Xenophobia is reduced by 10%. There exists in all of us a deep-seated fascination for the unknown, an adventurous spirit that rejects the familiar and glories in the unfamiliar, whatever or whomever it may be. Indeed, we want to get out there into the galaxy and meet strange new life forms and, as I said before, possibly subjugate them. For which it will help that we are somewhat militaristic. The only true virtues are courage and discipline, and channeled properly, they can overcome any obstacle. Therein lies true strength. Force withheld, a promise made. It gives us plus 50% alliance influence cost, so it'll be harder for us to make alliances, for sure. But when has that ever worked in 4X games, I ask you? Rivalry influence gain plus 25%, army damage plus 10%, pop modifier, war happiness plus 5%. All nice modifiers, I'm sure you'll agree. We are also materialists, which is to say that as we reach for the stars, we must put away childish things, gods, spirits, and other phantasms of the brain. Reality is cruel and unforgiving, yet we must steel ourselves and secure the survival of our race through the unflinching pursuit of science and technology. Replace science and technology with wizarding and magic, and you pretty much have the theory for Wilberforce Weird here, the theory that governs our population. Science and technology, of course, being indistinguishable from magic if it is sufficiently advanced, and we hope that ours will become sufficiently advanced with the bonuses of plus 5% to each of the different research branches, which really is the reason why I chose it. We are also quick learners. Leader experience gains 25%, extra fast, extra super speedy. We are nomadic, migration time minus 50%, resettlement cost minus 33%. These are, I think, the standard bonuses for humans, for whom we are based. However, we have the avian ship models because I thought they looked a little bit more wizardy. We are using warp travel as our means of FTL, and we are relying on our red lasers of doom to extinguish all of our foes and make them subject to us and our whims. So let us begin. The Union of Wizards is born. We'll go for, I think, a spiral galaxy, just because I prefer spiral galaxies, because we, after all, do live in a spiral galaxy, at least for the next few billion years, after which time the collision with Andromeda will probably result in an elliptical galaxy. But, you know, we're not there yet, so let's stick with the spiral. And so, the Union of Wizards is born. In the eons since the first primitive Wizardian communities took shape on the grassy savannas of Wizard Prime, our civilization has spread and prospered. Despite our rapid progression through the technological ages, as a species we were fragmented and inefficient. a new system emerged during these chaotic times that delivered us from the superstitious beliefs and brought order to society. Some resisted this change out of irrational fear, but after several pacification wars, they too became productive components of a greater whole. Now, after the successful creation of several experimental subspace fields, the finest minds of the Union of Wizards have finished development of the first warp drives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Excellent! Let us begin then. So it seems that we have actually evolved here, or at least we have developed our society here on Wizard Prime, which it seems is itself in orbit around a gas giant, Olympus, home of the gods. Perhaps. We do not know at this point, for we are yet to venture properly into space. But we do have a brand new science ship, the WSS Deep Vision, which is ready to set forth into the unknown black and investigate all of the mysteries of the universe, that we may better enhance our magic slash science and pacify any resistance that we might find out there among those points of light. But we've got a few things that we need to set up first. So as I said, we have a science ship ready to investigate our local system. Let's send that on its way. It is captained by Owen the Answer. That is the name of the individual. I have set up a custom names list, which took ages and ages, and I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out. I was just kind of like putting things in somewhat at random. Hopefully it'll produce wizardy sounding people, and indeed some of the ship names and stuff will hopefully come out as spells and other things that I have put in. But we shall see. We shall see what happens exactly. So, Owen the Answer, captain of the WSS Deep Vision, the Wizarding Starship Deep Vision. We need you to investigate. This is our local solar system. This is where our planet Wizard Prime has resided since its creation, presumably, unless some mysterious and powerful force brought it here, possibly wizarding magics of the ancestors. There's a few other worlds in here. Look, we've got Hyperion, a gas giant, we've got Marble, a barren world, Jackson's planet. I don't know why Jackson gets his own planet, but apparently he does. And it is a frozen one at that. We have Inferno. The star itself is called Mana. We also have a number of asteroids here in a little asteroid belt. And Tumbleweed. Ah, Tumbleweed. What a beautiful little planet that is. And of course, Olympus itself and New Luna, which appears to be in orbit around the other side at the moment, although I guess as it's on an inner orbit, we shall pass it at some point. New Luna? What happened to old Luna? Perhaps we did not evolve here as we first thought, but portaled here using some kind of magical means early on in the development of mankind. Perhaps out there, even now, there are cousins of man struggling to survive against some kind of machine enemy. Anyway, these things are relatively unimportant. We need to send forth the Deep Vision to survey our local system. So we'll start with Olympus. We might as well survey the system. He will plot his route. Look, he's over here. Where are you? Where's the Deep Vision? There he is. Look at that. Look at that wizarding starship. It is very fine indeed. We can take a look at it like that. We can also double click on it and center our vision on it. We'll let him go off and do his things in just a moment. We also need to set up our technological research. So we've got 3 scientists, all men by the looks of it. Well, 2 of them are bearded, as you would expect from wizarding scientists. This guy here, Bayers of Signs, I don't know what he's playing at, but he has no beard. But let's set him some research anyway. So we've got 3 types of research we can do simultaneously. Engineering research, unlocks component nanocomposite armor. I mean, great from a militaristic point of view, right? Defense platform and powered exoskeletons, +5 minerals and +5 army damage. Unlock station defense platform, not that important. Might be useful, I mean, before we start building lots of ships to get a few extra things out. So some nanocomposite armor, possibly, could be handy. Powered exoskeletons, +5% minerals. I guess that's this, right? Yeah, that's minerals. So 5% is not a lot, but obviously as we start building up more and more mineral extractions, then that will hopefully build up powered exoskeletons. Wearing a powered exoskeleton suit augments the user's strength and speed. The military applications are obvious, but it will also increase labor efficiency. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to get powered exoskeletons for our wizarding folk to make use of and things. This, by the way, is our spaceport, Unity spaceport. We will be building new ships and things there at some point, but not right now. Alfred Doomsinger, our society researcher. It's slightly worrying that our society researcher is named Doomsinger. But you know what? This is what happens with wizards. They like to have their dramatic sounding names. What can we research here? Gene mapping, leader lifespan plus 10 years, food plus 10%. I like that. New World Protocol unlocks ship type colony ship, unlocks edict, capacity overload. Calculating required resources and gear required to establish a planetary colony allows us to herd brave pioneers into grand arc ships, confident that they will survive the long voyage across the stars to a new home. It's not actually that long of a voyage because obviously we have warp drive, but nonetheless it's something that we have to research, and frankly it takes priority over everything else. Even though having the Grand Wizard Wilberforce Weird, our mighty leader, last another 10 years is very tempting. In fact, I did it, I clicked it. I'm sorry, I clicked it. I know I should be focusing on, like, you know, metagaming and expanding the empire as quickly as possible, but I also have to RP it, and Wilberforce Weird would totally extend his own life by another 10 years, given the opportunity. And food plus 10%, that's a good thing, right? Everyone likes that. Alanon the Chalky, look at that. One of the Patreon backers' names has cropped up. They are in there in the naming conventions as well, in the naming lists. So Alanon the Chalky, physics researcher. What are you going to research? Solar panel networks, which we can use to generate energy credits. Research speed plus 5%. Potentially handy. Unlocks the component blue laser. Well, you know what? Well, we didn't go for the armor, for the nano-composite armor, did we? But maybe we should go for blue lasers now, or maybe we should just go for research speed plus 5%. I think that's probably... I mean, like, faster research has got to be a good thing, hasn't it? Empire modifier, research speed. All research speed increased by 5%. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Faster research is a good thing. All right, so we've set up our technology researchers. We better quickly check on Wizard Prime and make sure that we've got a planetary governor. It's the Bene Gesserit Windwalker. That's who is the governor of Wizard Prime. So you know, that's good. Bene Gesserits, they're pretty awesome, aren't they? And this one in particular is very good. Happiness plus 2%, construction time minus 5%, clear blocker time minus 6%, food plus 10%, hydroponics farm build cost minus 20%. Very good, actually. A very good planetary governor there. You keep at it, Miss Bene Gesserit Windwalker. So we're not going to change her. We're not going to enact any edicts at this point. What we are going to do is check on the surface. So these are tiles that we need to clear at some point, but it's not terribly important right now. I don't know why I suddenly changed the view. Back to Wizard Prime. Let's get it, like, with the mighty star Mana in the backdrop, which is a Class A star. These relatively young white or bluish-white main sequence stars are typically among the most visible to the naked eye. They are large and rotate very quickly, but will eventually evolve into slower and cooler red giants. At which point we'll be quite disappointed because, you know, imagine having that bad boy in your sky, especially as big as it is right there. I mean, it might incinerate this planet, but obviously it's protected by magic, so it's all fine and good. What we need to do, of course, is generate more of these, more minerals and more energy credits, because energy credits is like money and minerals is like production. So we need both of those things, basically, to do stuff. And in order to do that, we should build new buildings. We could build a building here. It currently produces food and minerals, so anything that we built would actually detract. So it's probably better to just leave it as is. This just produces food at the moment, so I think if we build a hydroponics farm here, it will produce extra food, maybe? We'll check. I'm not entirely sure if this is the case. This produces 2, right? Yeah, so if I do it here, will this end up as 3 or will it stay as 1? Let's find out. We're building a farm. That's what we're doing. A farm is being built, and that's all there is to it. The science ship, the Deep Vision, is ready to go. Everything else is ready to go. We also have a small fleet here. Look. Oh, that's the space station. We've got a small fleet of corvettes. Look at those. Look at those bad boys. I mean, that's a badass looking ship. That's a proper wizarding ship right there. It's the avian ship design, but you know, we like to think that we wizards came up with it first. We also have a construction ship here, which is the WSS Senator. It's been called. I don't know why it's been called the Senator. It's not the best name for a construction ship. It looks a little bit like a whale, you know, like a basking shark or something, doesn't it? Which is pretty cool, but we can actually use this to construct some stuff in space, but first we have to get our science ship on the move. So let's unpause it. I think we've done everything we need as part of our initial setup. So let's allow the Deep Vision, under the command of Owen the Answer, to set forth under impulse power and begin scanning our local system. So it's going to start with Olympus, the gas giant, of course. We may or may not discover anything interesting about this. Let's just zoom out a little bit. When he completes his scan, which he's just about to do, there we go. Has anything appeared? It doesn't look like it. So there's nothing that we can mine. There's no resources that we can directly access from Olympus, unfortunately. We have a new heir. Deputy Overlord Althar Varmar is the new heir to our empire and will take the throne when our current ruler dies. Oh, you know what? I didn't change the ruler names, which is a shame because now that I think about it, I could have put some absolutely awesome ones in there. But we can always rename him. He is but one man. And when he becomes the ruler, he will, of course, need an awesome name. So if you would like to suggest an awesome name for our next ruler, by all means, let me know. It has to be a wizarding name, of course, or a wizard-sounding name at the very least. So far, it has to be said that the Deep Vision has not found anything particularly interesting or useful. They basically found nothing at Olympus, nothing at New Luna. New Luna? Yeah, I think it's called New Luna, and nothing at Marble, which is a shame because I was really hoping that they'd find something at Marble because it's kind of cool. We're actually flying into the photosphere through. In fact, is this the corona? Frankly, I don't know. We're flying through the atmosphere of the sun. I'm actually inside the sun now, looking out at the deep vision as it scans the sun from inside. That's some seriously awesome shielding that we've got right there. I mean, I pity the fool alien that tries to take us on if they don't realize that we have the kind of technology that allows us to fly inside the photosphere of a star and actually kind of like, you know, totally scan it and things. Did we find out anything interesting about the star? I don't think so. I don't think we did. We haven't found out anything about Inferno either. Our system is starting to look like it's a bit of a lemon, actually. It has to be said. We still haven't got a single thing that we can send our constructor out to build because there are no resources to be gained. Should we start construction of a new starship? Should we build ourselves a second science ship, a True Sight class science ship? Let's do it. A True Sight class science ship has been ordered and will hopefully arrive soon, and we'll send that off to investigate actually outside the solar system to discover strange new worlds and new life. Oh look, we've actually found some things now. The scans of Deep Vision have revealed mineral deposits at Helios and in the asteroid belt, which is
anomaly found.
Oh, we found an anomaly as well, and Alina has gained a level. Owen the Answer has gained a level. Well done, Owen. He has a failure chance of 22%. Leave it be for now. He'll go off and hopefully level up some more, and then he'll come back and we'll get him to scan this. 22% isn't a high chance of failure, but nonetheless, it would be nice to get that down a little bit further. Let's send the constructor ship out to Helios, though, to build us a mining station, which will start generating minerals for us.
Construction complete.
Wizard Prime has finished the surface construction queue. Okay, we haven't got any minerals at the moment, so there's not much point in starting another construction just yet.
Construction complete.
Spaceport at Wizard Prime has finished its construction queue. Excellent. We have a new ship, another science ship, look. The WSS Sentinel has been constructed and is ready to embark on a journey of discovery. But that will have to wait until next time, because we have run out of time this time. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of Stellaris. I've certainly enjoyed playing it and indeed making it. But until next time, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later.